So for the first head-to-head bow battle for 2019, we're putting together the Mathews Travers against the Hoyt RX3 Ultra. We're going to compare the specs, draw cycles, wall. We're going to shoot them through the graph and compare all aspects. So which do you think is going to come out on top? Let's find out. Hey guys, Michael Mathews from the Elk Calling Academy, where we help you shorten that learning curve so that you find success faster out in the elk woods. On this channel, we do elk call reviews, gear reviews, elk calling lessons, tips, and tutorials a lot like this one. So if you're new to the channel or you're enjoying the content we're putting out, make sure that you subscribe and click that bell so that you don't miss out on future videos. Welcome to the 2019 Head-to-Head Bow Challenge. In our first matchup, we have the Hoyt Carbon RX3 Ultra versus the Mathews Travers. Now we're going to do all kinds of testing on these. We're going to do, test the draw cycle, test the peak, test the wall, quietness. We're going to shoot them through the chrono. But first, let's do a little bit of tail of the tape. Okay, axle to axle. The RX3 Ultra is 34-inch axle to axle, while the Mathews Travers is 33 inches. Brace height, they're pretty similar. The Mathews is a 6 5/8 brace height, with the Hoyt coming in at a 6 3/4. How about weight? The Hoyt Carbon comes in at 4.1 pounds, where the Mathews comes in at 4.7, which is completely understandable because the riser on the Hoyt is actually a carbon infused riser, where the Mathews is machined aluminum. How about IBO speeds? Again, we're pretty dang close. Hoyt has an IBO of 334 feet per second. Mathews comes in at up to 338 feet per second. The cams. The Mathews has the cross-centric cam system, where the Hoyt actually has the ZT Pro. How about draw lengths? The Mathews Travers goes from 26.5 inches all the way up to 32.5, where the draw length on the RX3 Ultra is either a 27 to a 30 or a 29 to 32. So you longer draw guys will benefit from both these, with Mathews giving you just that little extra ½ an inch. Draw weights. This is where the Hoyt has more options. You can get these in peak weight of 40 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds, 70 pounds, and 80 pounds. Where the Travers comes in options of peak weights of either 50 pounds, 60 pounds, or 70. Now, what if you want to customize your bow? There are 11 different color options on the riser available in the RX3 Ultra. As far as the Travers goes, Mathews is offering 10 different colors, but they also have the build your own bow, to where you can choose the color of the riser, the color of the limbs, the color of the string, the color of the vibration dampening. So Mathews does give you a lot more options for customizing the bow to the color and feel that you like. Now the big question, price. MSRP on the Hoyt RX3 Ultra is $16.99, where the Mathews Travers comes in with an MSRP of $10.99. So there you have it. We've talked about the tail of the tape. We've compared the two. These bows are really similar as far as specifications go. But how about performance? So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be running each of these through a series of tests. I do have my hunting setup, which is a 470 grain arrow. We're going to set both of these up to 29-inch draw and 70 pounds and see how they come out. Let's start shooting. All right, so we have both bows set up at 70 pounds, 29-inch draw length. So what we're going to do first, we're going to just shoot 3 shots through each of these. We just have a whisker biscuit and a D-loop. So right now we're going to test the draw cycle, the back wall, shot for vibration. Now, one thing about the Traverse for 2019 is they actually did come out with a new grip and change the grip angle a little bit. So first impression of the new grip, very comfortable. Draw cycle is nice and smooth. Relaxing. I'm not getting any creep at all on this. Dead quiet in the front hand. Did not feel any vibration at all. Again, with that new grip, the hand just goes right into the same place. Bow holds really well. Again, dead quiet. So draw cycle is smooth. There's no buildup. It's just kind of an even pull all the way through. The wall feels really, really good. You can settle in and relax. You're not getting any creep at all. All right, one more with this. We're gonna pick a different spot. Those two are kind of getting close together. Really nice and impressive. So smooth draw cycle throughout the whole way. You don't get that peak and then bump over. String angle felt really, really nice. It was nice and comfortable with the tip of the nose on the string. I didn't feel like I had to crunch. The new grip, the new angle feels great. When you're anchored in, you can really relax. You're not getting any forward creep at all. So, okay, so let's go grab our arrows and test the RX3 Ultra. Okay, so now we have the Hoyt Carbon RX3 Ultra. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna fire 3 shots through it and see how this one feels. Again, the grip, really, really comfortable. Draw cycle is definitely different. I felt a little bit of chatter. We'll check on the next one. Bow holds well, we're relaxing, we're not getting any creep. There was just a tiny bit of hand shock, but it didn't feel like the bow wanted to jump out or jump forward. It wasn't anything noticeable. As soon as you put you know, a stabilizer or some vibration dampening on this, I'm sure that little bit of hand shock that you're feeling will disappear. So again, draw cycle, it's a smooth load all the way through. All the way through. There's not, you know, any buildup, there's not any hump. I didn't notice the hand shock as much that time. One more. Okay. Yeah, it holds really, really nice. Okay. So first impressions as far as draw cycle, handle, hold, I'm going to give the edge to this round to the Traverse. So we're going to go ahead and pull the arrows. We're going to reposition the camera, put it in front and down a little bit, and shoot each bow 3 more times, so that way we can capture the sound out in front and see if we can tell which one's a little quieter. I was hoping to have a decibel meter here, but that just didn't happen, so we'll just make do with what we have. So let's switch it around for the next round. All right, so here we are back on the next round. So like I said, we're gonna put the camera out front so you can just see a different angle. and also see if we can capture some of the noise. I know it's going to be kind of amplified because we're in a smaller room, but let's just see what we get. I'm pretty impressed with the draw cycle and the handle on this Traverse. All right, one more. All right, so there's the 3 shots from out front for the Traverse. We'll go pull the arrows and then shoot the RX3. All right, so now let's do the 3 shots with out in front so you can just kind of see the Hoyt RX3 Ultra. A little different angle. To me, it seems like the Hoyt is just a little bit louder without a true decibel reading. It's really hard to tell. One more. Out of the 2, I do like the grip a little bit better on the Hoyt. Okay, so there's the 3 shots on the RX3. So we're going to go down and pull the arrows, reposition the camera, and last, we're going to shoot through a chrono to see how the speeds come out on both these. Okay, so here comes the speed test. So we're staying in the order again. We're going to fire 3 shots. First up is the Mathews Travers, IBO up to 338. $278. Shot number 2. And again, this is a 470 grain arrow. We're set at 29 inches, draw, 70 pounds. .309. I'm not sure that one is quite right. We'll shoot one more. $277. So the Traverse is going to be in that 277 to 279 range. So we will put it in the middle at 278 with a 470 grain arrow. Okay, we'll go pull them and then we'll switch to the RX3. All right. Now we are first shot with the Hoyt RX3 Ultra. Speed test. Shot number 1. .267. Shot number 2. .268. And third and final. .267. All right, so we're done with the first round of testing with the first head-to-head battle. Remember, today we were doing the Carbon Hoyt RX3 Ultra versus the Mathews Travers. So let's run through everything. As far as grip, advantage Hoyt. Draw cycle, advantage Mathews. The wall, and when anchoring in, I'm going to call it a draw. They're both right in there. Quietness on the shot, advantage Mathews. Hand shock, or quietness in the hand or the bow vibration, advantage Mathews. Speed test, I was really surprised on this one. 278 on the Travers, 267 on the RX3, advantage Mathews. The ability to customize, advantage Mathews. Now, how about tunability? I've talked to a lot of different techs and it seems like it's about even 50-50. Half say Hoyt, half say Mathews, so we're gonna call that one a draw. Price, we already know MSRP on the Hoyt is $16.99, it's $10.99 on the Mathews, advantage Mathews. So for me personally, my style of shooting and what I like in a bow, my choice, the winner of this round is the Mathews Travers. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this. As always, keep calling, keep practicing. Most importantly, have fun. And we'll see you guys on the next video brought to you by Elk Calling Academy.